Welcome to part 2. God bless you as you watch till the end, and you can check in the video description for the link of other parts. The forest swallowed them in silence. No bird sang. No insects buzzed. Even the wind seemed afraid to speak their names. The 7 moved like shadows, deeper into the graveyard bush, their steps slow, heavy, hopeless. That night, they did not lie down. They crouched beneath a bent Irako tree, their monstrous heads bowed low. No one said a word. What was there to say? They had lost everything. Their bodies, their families, their futures. Tochi rocked back and forth, muttering, just a dream. Just a nightmare. I'll wake up soon in my house with my wife snoring beside me. But morning came and the nightmare remained. Their hunger had changed. No longer did their stomachs crave yam, or fish, or the rich soups they once loved. The hunger now came from deep inside their chests, a burning need for something dead. Jide sniffed the wind and caught the scent before he even realized what he was doing. The decaying body of a goat lay nearby. Flies buzzed around it. Its eyes were gone. No, he whispered, but his feet moved on their own. By the time the others noticed, he was already crouched over it, trembling as he tore into the flesh. Stop, Jide, Chuka cried, rushing to pull him back. But it was too late. The taste had touched Jide's tongue. He didn't stop. Couldn't. One by one, the others turned away. Some vomited. Some just cried. Ao buried his face in his arms and screamed until his throat bled. That evening, the physician returned. He walked into their camp like he had no fear. He looked at the half-men, half-vultures sitting in pain and silence, and he smiled. You have tasted your new life now, he said. Do not fight it. You are being transformed into higher beings. Be proud. Chuka stood. His claws dug into the soil. You lied to us. No, the physician replied calmly. I gave you what you asked for. Power, escape from poverty. But you did not listen. Wealth does not come without hunger. And you are hungry now. We want our bodies back. Tochi screamed. The physician shrugged. That is no longer in my hands. He turned and walked away again, disappearing into the trees, leaving the 7 broken men behind. Days passed. Hunger became unbearable. The forest felt smaller. The graveyard felt colder. They stopped speaking. They began watching each other. And then, on the 30th night, the madness came. Ao vanished during the night. They searched the bush, called out in half-human voices, but there was no answer. Just a single feather near the old shrine. Then Emeka disappeared the next night. Then Tochi. One by one, they were being taken or turning. Jide no longer cried. He just sat, silent, his beak stained red. By the end of the week, only Chuka remained sane. And then he heard the whispers. They came from the graveyard, from the ground, from inside him. Fly, feed, forget. He clutched his head. No, I am still me. I remember my name. I remember my wife. But the wind laughed. The feathers on his arms grew longer. And then he knew he was next. Chuka wandered alone through the forest, his heart thumping like a drum inside a cage. The others were gone, swallowed by the curse, claimed by the dark hunger. He no longer knew if they had died, or simply become something else. Each night, strange dreams pulled him deeper. Dreams of flying, dreams of feasting, dreams where he no longer had hands, only wings. But he held on. He carved a line in the ground with his claws and whispered, I will not cross. I will not become like them. For days he fed on nothing, not on animals, not on carrion. His body grew weaker. His eyes turned red, but still he resisted. Then one afternoon, a voice called his name. Chuka. He froze. No one had spoken his name in days. He turned slowly. It was his wife. She stood at the edge of the forest, holding a lantern, her eyes wide with fear and hope. Her wrapper was dusty, her hair uncombed. She looked like someone who had walked across 100 miles of sorrow. "Chuka, is it you?" His throat ached. His voice came out rough and broken. "Go back, please. You should not be here." But she stepped forward. "I couldn't sleep. I kept dreaming about you. I heard the villagers say horrible things, that you had turned into a beast, that you were dead. But I didn't believe it. Not my Chuka." Tears poured down Chuka's face. He wanted to run. He wanted to hold her. But his hands were no longer hands. His face was no longer his own. She saw it. Her lips trembled. Her knees bent. Still, she whispered, "What happened to you?" And finally, he told her everything. The graveyard, the ritual, the hunger, the betrayal, the price they paid. She listened in silence. When he finished, she said one thing, "Let me take you home." "No," Chuka cried. "You don't understand. I'm not safe. I'm not human anymore. I can feel that something dark is inside me. I'm afraid." "I'm not," she replied. "I still see the man I married. I still see Chuka." She reached for his clawed hand. For a moment, everything stopped. The wind, the trees, the whispers. Her fingers touched him. Warm, real. And then, a scream tore through the trees. Ao burst through the bushes. But it was no longer Ao. His eyes glowed yellow. His wings were huge, his body nearly full vulture. He screeched and lunged at Chuka's wife. Chuka roared. His instincts took over. He tackled Ao to the ground. The two cursed friends fought like beasts, claws slashing, beaks tearing. Feathers flew. Blood spilled. "I remember you." Chuka growled. "You were my brother." Ao hissed. "Then you should have joined us. But you're still clinging to the lie of humanity." Chuka pushed him back. "I will not become a monster." Ao shrieked, flapped once, and disappeared into the dark sky. Chuka fell to the ground, panting, broken. His wife crawled to him. "We have to leave. Now." He looked at her one last time. "I can't go back. Not like this." "Then we'll find a way," she whispered. "Even if I have to carry you." That night, under the moonlight, a woman led a half-man, half-vulture through the forest, back toward the world, back toward a chance for redemption. But deep in the woods, 6 cursed beings watched from the trees, their eyes glowing like coals. And in the graveyard, something ancient stirred. The villagers thought they had seen the last of the 7. But the forest had secrets, dark ones. Each night, strange cries echoed from the trees, and shadows circled above. No one dared to walk the footpath after dusk. In the small compound behind her father's old hut, Chuka's wife hid him. She cleaned his wounds. She wrapped his claws with cloth. She sang to him softly at night, the same way she used to sing when he had migraines from too much work at the office. He would close his eyes then and forget the world. But this time, forgetting was harder. Each day, the hunger grew. Raw meat, rot, death. He wanted it. He hated himself for wanting it. One night, while she slept beside a low fire, Chuka slipped into the bush. He stood at the edge of a dry riverbed, looking up at the moon, claws twitching. His wings, yes, they were wings now, quivered with the need to fly. And then he heard it. A voice. Not human. Not animal. Something older. "Come to me." Chuka spun around. No one was there. But the shadows whispered. "You escaped your brothers. You rejected your wings. But the grave remembers." Chuka fell to his knees. "What do you want from me?" "Finish what you started," the voice hissed, "or you will never be free." And with that, the graveyard called again. Back at the old shrine in the forest, 6 shadows gathered. The 6 no longer men, no longer vultures, but something in between. Jide, Ao, Obi, Hassan, Tund, Segan, they had changed. Fully. Their minds were now tied to one goal: spread the hunger. But there was one who refused, the seventh, Chuka, the one who held on, and the spirit hated that. So it gave the six a mission: bring him back, or kill him. That same night, the villagers woke to screams. Goats disappeared. Chickens scattered. Something had taken a baby from her mother's back in the night, and left behind a single black feather. Fear gripped the village. Pastors shouted. Masquerades danced. People lit fires by their doors. And inside one hut, Chuka sat, trembling. His wife stared at him. "You're shaking. What is it?" "They're coming," he whispered. "They want me to return. They want me to feed." "Then we'll run," she said. "No," Chuka said, rising to his clawed feet. "I won't run anymore. If I keep hiding, others will die. It ends now." That night he went back, alone, to the graveyard, to the place where it began. The wind howled. The moon turned red. Thunder rolled over the sky like an angry drum. And there they stood, the six vultures. "Welcome home," Ao rasped. Chuka raised his wings, not to fly but to fight. "I am not like you," he said. "I remember who I am." "You're a fool," Jide hissed. "You think love can save you? It's too late for that." "Maybe," Chuka said, "but I'd rather die a man than live as a monster." And the battle began. Feathers flew, claws scratched, beaks clashed. It was not a fight of strength, but of spirit. And as Chuka bled on the cursed earth, he cried out a name. Not his, not theirs, but the name of the spirit that cursed them. Odachi. The wind froze, the sky cracked, and a dark, ancient face rose from the earth. A spirit with eyes like burning coal and wings made of shadow. "Who dares speak my name?" Chuka stood tall. "I do. You tricked us, but I'm not afraid of you anymore." The spirit rose from the graveyard like black smoke. Its wings blocked out the stars. Its voice was thunder wrapped in fire. "You dare call me?" it roared, turning to Chuka. "You, who broke the covenant." The other six vultures stepped back. Even they feared what they had served. But Chuka did not move. "I was a fool," Chuka said. "We all were. We came to you for wealth, and you gave us death in disguise. You asked to be remembered," the spirit hissed. "Now you shall be forever cursed, forever feared." Chuka took a step forward. His claws sank into the soft, cursed earth. "I came to end this. If you want a soul, take mine. Let the others go. Let the village live." The spirit laughed, deep and cruel. "One soul cannot pay for seven. But one sacrifice can break a curse," said a new voice. It was his wife. She stood at the edge of the graveyard, holding a torch. Her eyes burned with courage. The spirit turned. "You dare interfere?" "I do," she said, "because I still love him. Because his heart is human, even if his body is not." Then she did the unthinkable. She stepped into the circle of blood, the same spot where the seven had once made their pact. She knelt and whispered words passed down from her grandmother, ancient words. The earth shuddered. The wind screamed. The spirit shrieked in rage. "No," it roared. "The blood of love burns me." The six other vultures fell to the ground, wings twitching. Their bodies cracked. Their feathers burst into flame, not fire that burned, but fire that purified. One by one, they returned to human form, unconscious but breathing. Then the spirit turned on Chuka. "You broke my hold," it growled. Chuka stood tall. "I chose love over greed." The spirit hissed and flew into the sky, vanishing into the clouds like smoke before rain. And then, silence. By morning, the graveyard looked like an old, forgotten farm. No darkness, no blood, just cracked stones and overgrown weeds. The seven men were carried back to the village. Some could not speak for days. Others wept for what they had done. But slowly, the town forgave. Chuka and his wife rebuilt their lives. Not rich, not poor, just honest. The villagers whispered of that night for years to come. No one visited the graveyard again. Children were taught, don't let hunger for wealth blind your heart. Some say that on the darkest nights, if you listen closely, you'll hear the wind whisper. Remember the vultures and choose wisely. Thanks for watching. If you followed this far, you've just witnessed the end of a legend. A story of greed, love, and redemption. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this.